it's just the fact that it's like that's how I am, and then now that
Yeah.
we're farther down the line, you are doing things to try and encapsulate features that I get made fun of for, but it's okay when you do it.
Yeah,
That's
they
the principle,
Oh, that's
right?
pretty cool.
So
But I
they
have a
I
do
question.
yeah, what's up?
the question.
So I thought BBLs were like a Brazilian thing. Is that
So
a
BPLs,
BLK
right?
thing?
Right? Are you?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
answer? Or,
Go
my
ahead.
bad. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
mean to
can go
cut you
ahead.
off. So as we know, like African American women usually have curvier bodies. Women on average from like other parts of the world usually are curvier than white women on average, right? So yes, it is called the Brazilian, butt lift, right? But people get it to emanate those features, those curvier features,
God's
right?
chosen.
Okay, we don't have to say all
Oh,
that,
I
right?
don't know.
We
We
don't
can
have to
just
say
leave it
all
at
that.
I just
we're all
wanna I just
chosen.
wanna comment on
We're all
one
chosen
thing
by
that
God.
she said before. She said that all BLCK people are perfect. So
Ooh,
God perfect. So I just want to like comment on that.
I didn't
Maybe
say
like
they
an
were
ego
perfect. I
Hell
complex.
yeah.
said I
Oh yeah.
That's
actually I could say that though, but
You
I said
did.
they're the
okay.
essence.
Yeah.
They're the essence
Hell
of
yeah,
creating
Lashonda.
themselves. They're the
See,
essence of creating
Lashonda. Okay,
themselves.
Lashonda. I understand what you're trying to do, but I think you're going about it the wrong way, right? If a white
How
person
am
were
I
to be
going
like,
about the
look,
wrong way? I'm just
listen,
speaking.
mhm. If a white person were to be like, all white people are God's chosen, all white people are perfect,
But that's not
they
true.
would sound they would
They
sound
do. They
exactly
do say
right.
that though. They say that they're superior to not be. They say that they're the most superior race. They tell themselves that every single day.
And
But
okay, we
us,
can't
we don't have to
again.
Yeah.
tell ourselves
Sorry.
that. We don't have to tell ourselves that because we
God
already
created us in
know
his
that we're
image.
The
God's
thing is
chosen.
though, the
Just
thing
so
is
people
though,
know that we're God's
what
chosen, we don't
those
have to tell
again, I
ourselves
don't want to
that.
generalize the whole race because of course I know not all white people are like that. Not all white people fall into the neo I can't say the
Appreciate
word.
it.
But like not all white people are like that obviously, right? So and we understand that what they're doing is wrong, right? So what you're saying is you can do the same thing, right? What
Oops.
you're hate does not cancel out other hate, right?
It's not
Do
hatred. If it was
it
hatred, I
is
would have had
though.
an obsession with white people, but I don't. I have an obsession with myself and be okay with it.
Word.
Hate doesn't always come in the form of
It does
obsession.
though.
It,
Word.
it
That's
doesn't.
what hatred is built off racism because of their obsession of
Hmm.
the okay people. So
Hmm.
Oh
I
snap.
I don't look.
Uh, oh my.
I don't think you. I think you need to like do more research and like try
I
and like
yeah.
look. I'm not
Because
look in no way, shape, or form. Like I'm not trying to like speak down on you or like
That's
be
crazy.
condescending in any way. I just
uh,
truly feel like you could be more informed on this topic. That's
I'm
all I'm
more
saying.
informed and I just because like I'm not uplifting white people doesn't mean that it's hatred. I'm just speaking highly about BOK people because BOK people are the essence
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
of
Yeah. So
creation.
yes,
Yeah.
uplifting a community is totally like I can like that you can everybody can respect that, right? But the thing about racism is a lot of people will a lot of people don't realize that the fact that you are continuing to choose sides and not see all human beings regardless of where they're from or
Exactly.
their color as the same, right?
Word.
You also
Suggest
perpetuate that
you read
idea,
your
right?
history
Although other
because
people don't think that
no,
way.
no. I suggest you
Hell
read your
yeah.
history because when we was treated like slaves, when we was treated, we couldn't
Yeah,
go to the bathroom. No white tea people have done the same. No white tea people
right.
look at us. They looked at us like we was animals,
Word.
like we was filth. So don't
But
come in here trying to say I'm picking
Brother,
fights
Oh
with
but
you.
snap. Oh
change
Well,
snap.
change
Oh
starts
I don't
snap.
right.
know if I
But
don't
but
know if you
change
want
starts
to.
with the people. Like it starts with us, right?
Yeah, it
And
always
Bro,
starts
may
with
I
us.
ask,
Yo,
are
And we
you
she's
don't and
spazzing
we don't get
out.
our
BLCK?
karma. And does nature give us our karma for that? No, it
okay,
I'm
doesn't.
so
sorry. I'm
Hell
sorry.
yeah.
Wait, what did you ask? What did you ask?
So
Are you BLCK?
I'm African American. Yes, I'm African
So he's a
American.
part of your community. I think he can talk on this topic.
who
and
said
Can
he
you
not
not?
Very
to not to
actually,
mention
I
as
could?
I
I
don't
would say
know,
I'm more
like
African than I am American.
Who said he could?
yeah.
Oh,
You said did she not just say he can't
Bro, what
talk
are we
on a
talking
I
about?
swear to
topic?
God, she said it.
White
Did you
voice.
not?
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I
Maybe
mean,
I'm wrong.
she.
But
I
I
think
could
you
have.
have
I
I
could have.
selective
swear I
You
hearing.
heard
can't
that,
you
but
can't
never
you
No,
can't
mind.
say the word
Sorry.
or you get
I
banned.
think you have
Dude,
selective
white
hearing,
voice.
selective
Yeah.
hearing because
Don't
I
say.
never
Don't say
said
the
that.
word. Why would you say the word? Don't say
It's
that.
very much selective. Anyways,
Okay.
Mm.
Wait,
um,
I want to say something. So I understand what you're saying, but you have to also understand why BLK people are tired of being the quote unquote
Again,
bigger
I
person.
totally
So
understand.
no,
Mhm,
yeah, and I understand what you're saying. I think
mhm.
it's just a simple divide that
Right.
a civil conversation can get through. But you do have to also understand what the host is
Hmm.
saying when it does come down to BLK people are tired of being the bigger person
Right.
Hell
because that
yeah.
comes at the cost of
Right.
our lives being lost also every time we
I
decide to be the bigger
100%
person.
I totally agree with you. I totally understand, and a lot of people don't know the brutality. It wasn't even, you can't even call it I slavery. You can't even call it that because that it was literally mass genocide. They were literally eating our people. They
Okay.
literally invented new ship technology because people were dying too fast during the trade, right? So ships would arrive faster, so less people would die, so they could make more money. They would literally, when slavery was first abolished,
Wait, when were they
they
eating people? Like, this is the
yes,
first
they
time I've
were,
heard of
they
this.
were. It's not
Okay,
taught.
okay.
It's not taught in
Wait, is
history.
it called the American? Wait, hold on. I know what actually you're talking about
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
Sigma.
it's a lie. It's called the American Negro, and I read the book itself, and it's really true.
Yo, we
I
got
read
the
the
It's
book.
books. We
true.
got the books
It's true.
going.
Look. I'm telling you right
Oh,
now.
that was
I'm telling
pretty
you right
good.
now. It's a quick Google search away. It's not taught in
oh,
schools. They're not allowed to teach that in schools. But historians agree. It's true. I didn't believe it at first, but it's completely true. They
Hey,
didn't teach
bro,
it to
I
me at
have
school. I had to do my
Okay.
own research on it.
bro, I
But I'm
have some
telling you
news for
right
you.
now,
I mean, it
the
sounds kind of believable. I'm not
brutality,
gonna lie.
the brutality of those 400 years is unseen anywhere else, right? And I totally understand why our people are angry, right? And but I'm saying, all I'm saying is, right, it's not, it's counterproductive
bro,
to
bro, I got a
perpetuate the same
question. I'm
hate.
gonna finish that.
What's up?
So, like, you say, like, you're more African than be okay. So you don't
Yes,
consider
my mom
yourself.
immigrated from Ghana, so I'm first
Oh,
generation American.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm, that makes sense.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
Well,
so again, right, I understand the reason of wanting to, perpetuate that same hate that was put onto us. I'm
Um,
saying is you can't expect that to be progressive to on change, right?
Oh,
Because it's a cycle of hate that never ends. And I understand we're tired of being the bigger people, but you have to understand that.
we didn't
yeah.
start the hit though, so
well,
what you
Yeah.
trying to say cycle?
Exactly. That's
may
all.
Cycle,
I
I
know. I'm
Who
not saying.
started
may
with Rose
cycle.
take?
See, y'all want us to
may
stop.
I
Y'all want. See, we have been stuck. We've been trying to stop it for
may
like
I
years. But
The
every
thing is, yes,
time,
we are still like we're still put down as a race, right? To this day,
may
right?
I
the
The
only
whole
way to
system is
stop
built
it
upon it,
is for
right?
white people to stop their
I
bull.
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
may I
They're never gonna stop. Like,
Okay, wait,
speak?
who wanted to? Oh yeah, you can. I'm sorry.
Hi, thank you. So, as a half European, half African, I have my own mom is from Aussie, my dad's from Albania,
Mm.
and we do also have a hero from that country, Burkina Faso. His name is Thomas Sankara. He's one of the best ever socialists I've ever seen in my life. Well,
Who?
what he has done was
Socialists.
Thomas, yeah, socialist. He is a very
Ooh,
good person.
gonna read some Marx too.
So I can type it out if you want me to. Hold up.
Yo, we're getting the books out here. We got 3 books so far.
Um,
There you go. God damn,
Oh,
how can
it's
you write
tagged out.
hey,
it's tagged.
of course they take it down.
But
So I'll just tell you. I'll just spell it out. It's THONAS
TH.
S SANA. No, it's SANKARA. That's his name. So you may ask me, what has he done? Well, I can explain to you right now. So what he has done for the past 4 years is that he has
All right.
vaccinated 2.5 million kids from what's it called again? From like viruses, I would say, and he has built about 350 schools.
Yo, Dan,
And
what are you talking about?
he is.
You know what I'm
No, no,
saying?
So we're talking about
this is
socialism.
yeah. I'm talking about the
Brooks
dude
right
right
now.
now.
This is not the
I've
topic.
been
Like,
reading a lot of
it's a
Harry
history
Potter.
lesson, bro. Like,
Wait, I'm
A lot of
sorry. Wait, how does
Harry
this relate to the
Potter.
topic?
This is BOK History Month.
I don't even
And
know what this dude is talking
and
about.
now
He's mumbling
you
like
don't know.
Yo,
You don't know.
So
You
he's
don't
talking
know who
about
that guy is.
It's
the
not
political and
African
economic
history
state
month.
of our world right now.
Wait, wait.
Happy
Is African.
Pride.
Oh, it's
He is African. You
it's
don't
not
even know your
African.
own people. You
Yeah,
think
yeah,
yo,
it's not
okay,
African.
wait,
It's not
okay, but
What is
look,
African.
but
going
look,
on?
Are you
why,
BOK
why does
History
this have
Month?
anything
So
to
Yo,
do
he
with the
just said that
topic?
you don't know your own
Yo,
people.
Hold
Yo.
on, hold on.
Because you don't
I
know.
think he's talking about the leader
He
of
just
one.
said you don't know your own people.
Baby, I am.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
world
we
are
heard it, bro.
BOK.
We heard it.
Anyways,
Yeah, we
so
heard
I
it.
just wanted to say something else. So y'all know the TikToker that was like trended in like 2020. Her name is Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah, they used us for success. So she like stole like
Didn't she say the N word?
yeah, they stole like a
That one
BOK
song.
woman's dance because a BOK woman started a dance trend and like she stole and used her she went successful off of that dance. So yeah, period.
Could I
That's
like
it.
jump in here
Who's
real
eating?
quick?
What?
Could I like jump in and say something real quick if y'all don't
Yeah, go
mind?
ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think that I agree and I disagree, but I want you to understand why I disagree before anyone comes at me. So I feel like
If anybody jumps you, that make no sense. But carry on.
no, like not like that. I mean like jumps in
I told
before.
y'all it'd be the innocent. I told y'all it'd be the
Yo,
victim.
anything will make sense
No,
other than that
no,
socialist
wait.
guy.
Look,
No, I
just
want
carry,
to
just like keep going, just keep going.
Okay,
Just stop trying to
okay.
explain.
So I feel like usually it's not about people wanting to change their race. It's more about people wanting to be a part of the culture, considering that I feel like white people don't have as much culture as black communities do. So I feel like people want that culture, the music, the slang, the fashion, the hairstyles, the kind of like the aesthetic of it, I guess is what they would say. And I also feel like they want that, but they don't want the discrimination or the stereotypes to go along with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like on one hand, like groups have always kind of borrowed from each other culturally. I think cultural exchange is normal, but it becomes an issue and controversial when the culture is celebrated, but the people within that culture are marginalized, if that makes sense. So that's
Yeah, but like,
I was saying that earlier.
no, because our single moms, like old women. Oh, I'm a mod. Yay. Are single women, like old women, like thinking of the cultural thing when getting lip fillers and BBLs? Let me just ask that real quick.
The thing is, wait,
yeah, I'm always about to look.
Like,
okay. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, I'm
sorry, guys.
Go off topic so quick, so helpful.
What?
What
are you talking about?
Right now.
Hold on. Let's not get distracted. Let's not get distracted.
We were talking about cultural.
Could you please reiterate what you just said so
Sorry.
that we can better understand you?
Actually, you know what? I kind of agree.
Oh snap!
Sorry, I'm contradicting myself. But like,
snap!
Well, humans change their minds over like everything. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Wait, but that that was
okay.
a kind of cool little idea you had there.
That's why she earned her mind.
Is it
Yeah,
Lila?
I was just thinking.
She earned her mind. No shade.
She stayed to listen and she learned from what we were speaking about.
So Lila, right? Is that your name? Is that what I call you?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, or Lily. Sorry.
You talking about me?
Lily.
Yeah, it's Lily.
Okay.
Come on, me.
So basically, right? Yes, you spoke on how other people like to share cultures from different cultures, and that's the whole beauty of culture. It's an art that we share around the world. Yes, right. But what we're speaking on is the fact that black culture is is like normalized and everybody wants to participate in it, but when it comes to the community, people usually speak down on the black community, right? When you talk to anybody about Africa, right, they will tell you, oh, they live in mud huts, they don't have water. They'll speak down on just like anything African, right? And I would say honestly, I would go as far to say the entire world is anti-color in a way.
I
If
agree.
you go anywhere and you don't pass the quote unquote paper bag test, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna go as well for you, right?
Yeah, 100%. I
So
agree.
the fact that the world is anti-color, but will choose to accept that, hey, we want to participate in this part of the culture that we enjoy and that benefits us, but to the people who are responsible for that culture, we will disrespect them. We don't care about them, right?
Yeah,
And that's
I
the issue at
completely,
hand. That's what we're saying.
yeah, I completely agree with that. 100%.
I disagree
Sometimes
with where
I
I
don't
disagree with the way that you're framing it though. It's African American culture. It's not just African culture. Like it'd be like if I moved to
What?
Africa, right? And there's a big difference between African American
wasn't
and
raised
Africa,
lately.
right?
Wait,
It's not
Did
Flurple.
it not originate?
Wait,
hold on,
Wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold
this
on.
guy's
wait,
high
wait,
IQ.
wait,
This guy's
wait.
high
This is
IQ.
how it gets
finish.
messy. This is
Let me
how.
go.
Wait, he's
Let me
high
finish.
IQ. High
Hold on.
IQ.
Hold on. This is
You
how it gets
move
messy.
to a
Hold up.
country with a group of
Hold up,
people,
he's
right?
actually high IQ.
You move to a country with a group of people. You create a culture in that country, and the people of that country want to like participate in that culture. That's not an objectively wrong thing.
Okay, so
It would be different
Flurple.
if the people of America wanted to like participate in African culture, but that's like a completely different thing. And because like it's a big difference. You can't just put yourself with a group of
I
people.
just did a
Start
quick Google search and it said it was originated in East Africa.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
what culture?
so Flurple.
What country? What culture?
Flurple.
Like jazz,
Flurple.
hip hop. That's
no,
African
mud
American. That's
huts.
not
Mud huts originated from East Africa.
Well, that too. And
I disagree.
Okay, so Flurple,
What?
right? What you're speaking on is, I think you aren't like
It is also a part
educated
of
on
American
what
culture.
you're speaking on, right? Because again,
All right,
the
can we stop
origin.
calling people uneducated?
Wait,
Like you're not better than anyone in here.
I'm not saying I'm better than
No,
him. I
no, he
just
has a
don't think
college
he
degree.
knows what he's
Relax.
talking about to the fullest extent. I don't think he knows what he's talking about more than I do. Is that a crazy thing for me to say?
Well,
But you
it's
can
still a part
correct
of
him.
it's African American. It's still a part of American
high
culture.
IQ.
You can't just
Okay,
you can't
so
just say it's your
Flurple.
culture because your race created it. Like I hate like
What?
that'd be like if a white person created something in America and said that other people of a different race can't participate in that culture
Okay,
because a
so
white person
Flurple,
did it.
I'm
Flurple.
confused.
That's not necessarily what I'm saying. The origin of African people in America are people who were literally brought here against their
African.
will, right? Not people who immigrated here, right?
Africa.
And-
Wait,
Now
Huh?
people are saying no, but there's a difference, right?
no,
Now
because
you are
African
here by
people
will.
weren't allowed in the country, in America. You gotta understand that.
Sigma.
The culture that persists now is a group of people that wanted to stay here and did stay here and benefit off of the country. It's not like a
What?
thing of like it's not. It's
Okay,
not
wait, let me take this one. Let me
High
take this
IQ,
one.
high
Flurple,
IQ.
hold on.
you
Let me
truly-
take this one.
The OK people
I-
was already
I
here
wanna-
in America
Wait,
first.
can you
Okay, wait, I
reiterate
want
that
to
again?
see.
how many
Wait,
years did you? Wait,
y'all.
hold on. If
There's-
people didn't want to be here, how many years did they have to be able to leave?
Okay, wait, let me
wasn't
say
They
something.
couldn't. They
Yo, he's
couldn't.
cutting
But-
up. High
Wait,
IQ.
wait.
No,
let me say
no.
something.
Here's the thing. They couldn't leave. That's the
When?
thing.
We was already here. That's why. And
Why?
white
No, but that
colonizers-
doesn't make it. That's not an answer, though. You
That
were
isn't-
already
No,
here.
it
You
is-
could
it
leave
should
it.
be direct
I'm already
answer.
here. I can move to any country I want if I really
Yeah,
want
you
to.
can
Get a
now
job,
because
save up
that's
money.
on your own volition.
Yo,
But
high
we're
IQ.
speaking on the terms of when they were brought here, first brought here in 1619. They couldn't leave.
Anyway,
Okay, is it
they didn't want us
1619?
aligned
No.
with your culture. So BOK
Hold on.
people have to
It's
create their
been
own culture
so,
to fit in to
number
society.
one, it's not 1619. It's been 400 years. That's around
No.
eight. It's around
No,
like
he's
8
cutting
different
up.
Yes,
bloodlines
but
of people.
okay. So Flurple.
High IQ.
Again. Okay. So
Do you know?
I don't think you understand that people like back in those times, I would have been considered quote unquote property and not a person. For 250 years, African Americans were considered property. They weren't considered people, right? And even after the abolition of slavery, right? Yes, they did stay, but again, you can't say that because they were quote unquote free, they could have left.
We was already.
You could no, but like this is the thing. You've had how many years to be able to have the
Okay, wait,
opportunity to
but let me.
anyone
let me
that no, don't cut me. Sorry, I'm sorry. Did I?
Yeah,
I'm
Flip
sorry.
was
Did I?
cooking. Flip was cooking.
No, but let me, because I was trying to answer him, but I'm saying even when our people did try to leave, now they had a Jamaican man, yeah, his name was Marcus Garvey, came over here trying to bring us to Africa. I forgot, and then like what, he was assassinated. The man was unalived because he was trying to bring us to Africa. When we tried to have our own towns and cities, it was burned down, it was pillaged, people were unalived, people were driven out with little to no at all compensation for it, just to build lakes and water reservoirs. Like, they didn't care. Even when we tried to leave, they killed the person that tried to let us leave, that had the access for us to leave. And then when you are...
Now karma's biting them back in their A words. No shade.
Number one, it's not karma because you're punishing the sons of people that have done bad things.
It is karma, though.
No, it's not karma. That would be like if I killed your son because you murdered somebody. That's not
No,
karma.
no. The karma.
That is not karma. That is not karma. That is not karma. You're punishing the son for the father's bad wrongdoings. You're not punishing the person
hold
for
on.
the wrongdoings.
Lashonda, let's say, like, because I know.
So
you're punishing the wrong people. You're punishing a son for a father's mistakes. You're not doing the this is regressive, and it's not a thing of karma either. It's just a thing of spite and hatred, which you're continuing the cycle.
Rapid aging, health issues, heart conditions.
Flipple, literally. Wait, hold on. Wait, what are you saying with that? What are you saying with that?
Oh,
I'm trying to understand you.
But the whole entire thing of white people being bad is it's not I'm not the white person that did that to you. So
we're
to punish me for something that happened 200 years ago is like punishing you for something that it would be like punishing a son for something a father did. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right. So Flipple, right? The real idea is not to generalize not to generalize a race because of a group of people's doings, right? As a black person, I don't think that you're a bad person because you were born white, right? That would be hypocritical, because that would also align with how I am faced with specific racial stereotypes just for being black, when obviously that's a generalization of me, right? But the idea is, right, these things are still going on. Like, black people are still persecuted, right? Literally, I want everybody to pick up their phones. If you're playing on mobile, I want you to Google. There was literally a man that was hung in Marietta, Georgia, less than 48 hours ago. It's not being covered on the news, right?
Yeah,
literally. I want you to Google it. I want you to Google it. He was literally hung on a tree.
What's his name?
Right.
Wait.
Right.
Just Google it. Just Google it. Marietta, Georgia. Search up what's the.
I'm telling. Just Google it. Right. And
like,
these things are still going on. And
DLK man lynched in Georgia.
I feel like you're not understanding the magnitude of what you're speaking on right now.
I understand the magnitude of it going on today, but to generalize, it's like really like it's basically.
But that's what's been done to us, though.
No.
That's what's being done to us.
Exactly, and that's the big issue, right? You're doing the same thing that's happening to you, so therefore you're being regressive. Are you being regressive?
Why you have to educate us on it? Why don't you educate them on the people that actually are generalizing people, and their generalizing actually harms people, makes people lose their lives? So why
you're doing the same thing? You're not doing the same thing. Is there not a bunch of hatred in the black community for white people and violence against white people because of the hatred?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me finish. So therefore, so the things that happen to us because of white people, that's plain and simple, and it's horrific things that have happened to us. So therefore, if we have some form of innate fear, and I'm not saying fear as in scared, but like some form of let's just say hatred for them, it can be justified. Like plain
No,
and
it's not
simple.
justified. It's
But,
latent
but
hatred.
it, but it is because no, hold on. So
imagine
you're not. Hold on. So let me
if
mute you
that's not
because you're doing too
justified,
much.
how
Let
would
me
you justify white people enslaving black people for 400 years?
hold on, because I'm about to
How would that be justified?
unmute him. I'm about to unmute him. But what I will say is, Flipper, let us speak. So I let you speak this entire time. My phone is dying. I'm trying to talk. But anyways, when it comes down to that generalization, we have been generalized and we continue to be generalized. And not only that, we are that generalization is harming us in our community systematically, socially. We can walk into a place with a certain appearance, whether that's long nails and box braids, and we're looked at as disgusting. The generalization is harmful. It can actually have us lose our lives. The generalization we have towards y'all, due to the fact that it does not have power, y'all won't sit here and be unalive because of the generalization. Y'all not sitting here being hunted in the streets. They had a BLK man that was unalive literally on the 18th in Georgia. That was Georgia, right? Yes. Yeah, and this boy was what, a college student, unalived, hung from a tree. This has been going on and it will continue to go on. But my thing here is, why do you want BLK people to be the bigger person and to not do, instead of addressing the people in what I would presume your community? Why not address them on the actual harmful oppression that they have placed upon our people? And let's listen to actually have a conversation rather than argue, because it looks a mess. We're gone.
Yeah, can I say something real quick? Can I say something before? So, like, the thing about white people, they think that these people, like, they think that these people are on their side, but people are, like, actually scared because they were colonized. You know what I'm saying? They don't like you. They don't like white people at all because they're scared of y'all for real.
You realize every country in the world has been colonized. That's such a horrible example.
But they're still scared of
But
y'all.
who colonized those countries? Is that what
Italian? Who colonized Italy? What happened to the Italian people? No. What happened to
I'm telling you to say it.
Dude, what you're doing is
No.
backstepping.
Stop talking over me. Thank you. You're just being an ass.
No,
what happened to Italian people when they moved into America? What happened to Italian people when they moved into America? Do you know?
No, I'm telling you to say it.
Exactly. I'm Italian. Now, do you see me acting like how you're acting? Do you see me having hatred for white people?
He's doing a lot.
Do you see any hatred for white people, American people?
But I want to ask, who was discriminating against Italian people when they came here to America?
Yeah.
Say it. Because I can name exactly.
Yeah, it was white.
So we're saying that white people are the main factors of colonialism and colonization, plain and simple. Why is this you just explained how your ancestry was discriminated against and quote unquote colonized by other white people,
and that's why I think.
What do you mean how we reacting to
the difference is that you're once more you're seeing it from a closed perspective of because people treated you bad, you must treat those people bad forever.
What? The thing is, you don't deal with that.
That's literally your mindset. That's your mindset. No, stop talking over.
Okay. What? Wait, actually, hold on. Actually, let him speak. Just let him talk.
You think you think that the hatred for a group of people based on how they treated you is justified? Well, once more, this is so regressive, right? So let's say a black person kills a white person. Now, should I just be able to hate black people because of their way that they act, or because this is such a regressive mindset? You're generalizing once more, which is racism, by the way. This is literally just racism. Just saying that a whole entire group of people because of their actions, the actions of a few people is bad, is racism. Racism doesn't have to do with power. Racism is the belief that one race is superior to another. Okay,
that's not what racism is.
That's the idea. Racism is a mindset. It's not a physical.
That's the idea of supremacy.
Okay, y'all, let's one by one.
Racism is a mindset.
You can't even be racist to white people. What are you on?
Yeah, you can.
What?
Racism comes with prejudice plus power. You can be prejudiced towards them, but you cannot be racist towards them.
It's not true racism.
Hold on.
Could I speak?
Not only, I just want to say this point real quick. I'm sorry.
Hello?
But yeah, we can hear you. But okay, so when it comes down to it, you're saying, because these people are harmful. You don't even understand the gravity of what BLK people had to go through. And not only that, you don't even know the definition. And I'm pretty sure you don't know the historical context behind neo-colonialism. That they don't even have to be there, and they're still profiting off of what we would call now third world countries. Like they're profiting off of the entire continent of Africa still till this day, that they're draining people of their values, their natural resources, and of their BLK lives. Plain and simple. If you understood the historical context behind what happened to our people for centuries, not just Italians that came here, discriminated against, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't put in breeding farms, put in breeding camps, put into these places where they have to work until they pass away without any pension, put into homes where they had to breathe in famine from dead bodies, like lynched. They didn't have to go through that. And I'm not taking away from their experience of what they had to go through in America, but you cannot compare the two and simply say, oh, because y'all was harmed. That's very disingenuous. If you was educated enough, I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw that out there. If you're educated enough, then you will understand the historical context that happened to our people. You don't. You're just listening to argue. I'm sorry, for you can continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Noah. What did you just say? Just so I can rephrase what you said.
Oh, what did I say?
Yes.
So I'm gonna say this: being racist to white people as a white person is not true racism.
Son.
I'm just gonna say that.
And
That's one thing.
do you live in the US? Are you American?
No. I live in the UK right now.
You live in the UK, but is
Yes.
your origin from, like, where are you from?
Yes. Well, actually, no. Canada, so.
Canada.
Nope.
Okay. So, I think that a lot of people will like to be like, oh, all white people, da 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 da, right? I'm speaking in terms of Americans, right? American white individuals are usually like general, like, oh, you know, if your skin color is
Sorry, not
this
to
way.
interrupt you, but oh no, I tagged. Okay, anyways, there's so many. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Oh, you left the game.
Thank God.
I'm just saying that being racist to white people is not true racism.
Maybe systemic.
There's so many takes on it.
True
racism, because there are different forms
True
of
racism is actual, like, I don't know actually. What is true racism?
Oh, okay.
like-
you don't even know what true racism
Because
is.
I looked it up.
Because I'll tell you
I
this,
looked it up,
except even
but, you know.
except the Italians, the Irish people were also racially oppressed. They could be considered white.
Yeah, we're talking about YT American people.
Right.
YT people.
No,
don't
no.
know-
What she's saying is you can't.
Well,
like, white
reverse
people can't face
racism is a
racism.
myth. So
Yeah, because
But
it's
that's what
just
you're
it ignores
perpetuating. That's
power
literally what you're
dynamics.
saying.
So I'm
No, but
confused.
you were perpetuating that same idea of reverse racism just now. You just said that.
No,
white
but
people-
like that's why the racial like actually just racism in general to
Racial
white people
hierarchy.
is just not true racism.
But okay,
So,
but
I don't know what your
that-
take is.
Wait, no.
So you're
Okay,
saying
no.
because
But
of
by you
hierarchy-
saying that and by you believing that, you are perpetuating the
No,
idea.
I'm
that
saying
reverse racism-
true racism is like it's like being racist to BLCK people, but it doesn't mean anything because it's not actual racism because it doesn't mean anything, bro. It is like
Wait.
Okay.
How does it not mean anything?
it's not true racism. What? There's no. There's nothing.
What would you
what
describe
she's
as
saying
true
is like
racism?
it doesn't have power
I have
behind
a
it.
question. I have a question
There's
for her.
no power
saying it doesn't
behind it
hold up
because
to
white
it.
people are not
It's the same as
struggling with
white.
their race. Hello.
Hold on.
I have a question for the moderator. Can you please give a description, like your
Okay,
valid
I'm
definition
gonna
of
explain
what
it.
is? Yeah. Okay.
White people are not struggling with racial like constructs, bro. It's literally other races that are struggling with racism. I don't think white people are struggling
So
with the
you're saying
idea of
because of a
racism towards
hierarchy?
them.
So you're saying because of a hierarchy, they're not struggling?
That's a lie.
They're not.
Is that?
So Noah,
Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Are white
so
people
Noah,
struggling with racism at the moment?
I think
I mean,
okay,
you
so
could
Noah,
argue
Noah,
with-
I think
What
that instead of
stereotype-
saying,
what
look, I think you just worded what
I
you were
might be
saying wrong.
wording it wrong.
I think that
Yeah.
instead of saying that, hey, white people don't face quote unquote true racism. I don't know what that even means. You could just say that white people aren't impacted as much by racism by
No,
other races, which is what you're
racism
saying.
doesn't mean anything to white people.
Wait,
Not like
no,
emotionally.
No, I think
There's
it's just a
no.
matter of
They don't
semantics.
face
Is
any
what it is.
racism. They
No, I
they don't
don't
face
think.
any racism.
Like we
They
have
don't
no
face
struggle.
no, no, we
Okay,
do,
okay.
we
Listen,
do, we do,
let me
we do.
put this.
Can I say something? I have a
Let me put
question.
this out there. Let me put this out there, okay? No one, okay, white people haven't struggled in the past. I don't know what you guys are
Well, what white
saying.
people are you
but
talking
we haven't.
about?
This whole topic
What
is
I'm
so
trying
dumb.
to
Yeah,
say
can I
is
just say something real quick? I've got an example of how I feel.
This
topic is so finish. Like, what are you talking about? Let
trying
me
to
go finish.
say is
Hold
that
on, hold on.
Do something
there's
else.
a difference
Oh my god.
between individual
I just wanna-
racism and
So what
systemic
type of
racism.
white people are you talking about, Noah?
I
Yeah,
want to
there
just
are.
understand how
multiple ethnic
people
White
groups that are
people
white.
can experience
Y'all are using a
individual
different
racism.
narrative, a different definition on racism. Somebody
Yeah.
go to
One
Merriam-Webster
at a
and look up the
time,
word
please.
racism.
It's too much
because
going
this is
on one at a
ridiculous.
time. One at a time. Miss Girl, you
Yeah,
speak.
like let her finish. Like, come on, y'all. She trying to land. Y'all
Like-
not even letting her land.
Oh my god. This topic is
It's
dumb.
no, it's okay. I feel like it's a
Don't
very
think I'm
hot
down. Like, you're doing
topic,
too much.
and
You're
that's
wrong.
fine.
I was like saying, can we go to Merriam-Webster, a very trustworthy dictionary, and look up the term racism? Because we're starting to hit a really bad boundary where we're trying
semantics.
to add different definitions to a word that is already figured out
Yes, it's
since
just
like
so
ages ago. So
semantic.
let's
It's just a
not
matter
do
of
that.
semantics.
Yeah,
I have a
racism is
question.
literally
Let's
just
look it up.
hating
Let's look
somebody
up what
for.
racism
I have a
means. Because if you are
question.
feeling,
I have a question. What racism is white people trying to fight for? What
the heck?
Yeah, what are they trying to fight for in racism?
I can give you an example right now. Wait. Last question. I can give you an example right now. So I was
Maybe
applying
not
for college. I was applying
systemically,
for
but
college in
well.
Oh
my
my god,
my
shut,
country, right?
like, silence
And
yourself.
they prioritized black and other races over white people. They prioritized other religions other than Christian.
That's not true.
Give you,
White people think of themselves as superior. You're lying. Yeah.
No, I can give you the enrollment priority list for the college that I applied for that I got
Are you
denied.
talking about DEI?
No, I'm in the UK. I don't have no clue what the DEI
Okay,
is, but
okay.
yeah, but I'm giving you an example on how racism can also it can also happen to white people.
That's not racism, though. That's not racism.
How so?
No, it's not. It's not because they have never been enslaved by BOK people ever in their life. They have never been,
But that doesn't mean we can't face racism
I don't.
today. I just
Okay,
gave you an
I'm just
example where
saying.
they prioritize
Okay,
another race
one
over white
thing.
people.
One thing I want to
Wouldn't you say
say.
that's racism? If it happened to black people, then that would be racism. But because it happened to white people, it's not racism, right?
So brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Can I answer? Can I speak on what brilliant?
Worst struggle amongst society to say that white people.
No, but you asked me for an example, and I gave you an example. Did I not?
Wait, so you went through that?
Yes, I did.
Are you sure you had everything right on your college application? Was your grades good?
I had all A stars. And the only difference I had was because I wasn't black and I was Christian.
That's not. First of all, those
Let's
are two
just be
things
friendly
that
here.
have not been oppressed systematically or socially. Unless like you go to another country that has a predominant other religion, you will not be oppressed for being Christian.
Okay,
and
but
white people know.
What Sonar said. Look in the chat. What Sonar said. I agree with this.
So brilliant. I think that you are
Oh
blaming your lack of admission to this university or wherever
No,
you're
I don't
speaking.
care that I didn't get accepted. It's not a university, it's a college. I don't care that.
Right.
I'll just give you an example.
It doesn't matter if you
And
didn't
I
get
don't
accepted. You're still human at the end of the day. You still have opinions and
I got a better
beliefs.
placement. I got a better placement.
Okay, so
so why you mad?
No, because you asked me for an example. You asked me for an example, right?
Brilliant.
The whole
That's not a credible. Okay. Brilliant. That's not a credible example because those systems like DEI, which are supposed to give underrepresented, like people of different nationalities, a fair chance at the majority, right? They're supposed to just increase diversity, right? That's literally the whole basis of it. And what you're speaking of, I don't know anything about the socioeconomic environment of the United Kingdom, but I would say that the United Kingdom is predominantly white,
No,
right?
it's not. The demographic in that
You're
college I was
saying
applying to
British,
was predominantly black and brown, and from other cultures. There was, I think, the percentage of white people there was like below 10%.
so Great
And I
Britain.
have
You're
friends
saying
that
Great
went there
Britain
as
is
well, and they
not
can vouch for
predominantly
that.
white.
What'd you say? No, I'd say Great Britain is predominantly brown or other different race today.
I beg to differ.
I mean, you can look at the demographic today.
I beg to differ. Actually, let me search that up.
Okay, I might have been wrong about the entirety of the UK, but the demographic in the college is definitely
the United Kingdom is approximately
black and
69.9 million as of 2026, with a median age of 40. We don't need that. Is 81.7% white, 74.4% white British, and increasingly diverse, with 18% identifying as black, Asian, or mixed other ethnic groups. Brother, you just lied to me.
Okay, but we're talking about that college specifically, right? That's a type of systematic racism, no?
What do you mean?
Because they're prioritizing black and other races over white
How
people.
so?
That's the type of racism. Because they would prioritize them.
I just named the percentages to you of how.
No, but I'm talking about the demographic. I'm talking about that college.
I don't.
But
think,
like white Americans.
I don't. You know what? I'll leave this where it is.
Wait, so I'm not trying to discredit black people. You guys are just throwing stuff.
No,
at me.
I'm not. I don't think you're trying to discredit anybody.
No, that's what the host said. That's what the host said. I gave you guys an example on how
She just words things like a little differently, like I do as well. Like I think everyone here can agree that we all.
But I don't need to be attacked on that. Why am I getting attacked on that?
No, I think it's just like a very personal like stance, and we all get emotional when it's like a very powerful and
very emotional.
personal thing.
Okay, then why?
Pardon?
No, because you asked me for an example. I'm giving you the example. It's for the sake of the debate. It's for the sake of the debate.
Okay.
I couldn't care less about that. I got a better placement. That's the entire point. My entire point was they prioritize other races than white people. And if they did that with black people, that would also be considered racism. So, likewise, it would be considered for white people.
Okay, brilliant. But what I'm trying to say that what you're saying isn't entirely true. That they are prioritizing other races over white people, because we have just established that the majority of people, the majority of students and citizens are white, right? So them taking action to let in people of other ethnicities and other nationalities is them trying to equal the playing field, right? It's not that they are trying to prioritize another demographic of people over white people. They are trying to make it equal in their acceptance rates. That's literally what we're seeing here. That's why those DEI systems are.
Why am I getting kicked? Why am I getting kicked? I'm 17.
Because it's an 18 plus. It's an 18 plus game.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious.
It kind of is that deep.
It literally is.
17.
Yeah, it literally is that deep.
God.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But honestly,
I agree with most of the takes you have. To be honest, I think you're pretty intelligent.
I think racism
on
is
this
just stupid
matter
as a whole. To be honest, I think.
Yeah, we're all human at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's just unreasonable hate for no reason.
That's what I said. That's what I said, bro.
It's literally just hate.
On God. At the end of the day, we all just bleed red, you know? Like, we're all the same once you get down there, you know?
Yeah. Flesh and bones, I guess.
On God, we all bones. We all, like, you know.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What is Luigi talking about, bro?
For real. Like, we all just, you know.
So wait, I just wanted to.
Your avatar is so pretty. Sorry.
What I was trying to say in the chat was that
yes,
YT people can like, you can't be systemically racist towards them, but you can say I hate
most countries.
YT people so much. The same way you can say I hate BLK people so much. It's like you can be biased towards them for their skin tone, but you can't.
But like keep your opinion to yourself if you want to hate on other races just because of like something they can control. Like just say that in your mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
so
that's
the thing
why
is,
it's
right,
so.
Why would for example, Why would somebody who isn't white be like, I hate white people so much?
Oh
Yeah, I know. I know
that's
that.
that's a common theme. I don't know. I've heard people say that before. That's
Right. Because
but
they
that's one
view
common theme.
white people as, colonizers and da 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 da, which is a generalization that's, usually baseless because they don't know the person they're insulting most of the time, right? Which
Yeah.
would be just as bad as putting me, for example, into a stereotype that, you would associate quote unquote black people with, right? It's the same thing. It's just all hate. It's the same type of hate at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
I think
And-
the goal of like conversations like this, honestly, isn't really to prove that one group has it worse, but more to kind of like explain how, at least in my personal opinion, the nature of the problems are different. I feel
True
like
that.
one is more of a systemic issue, while one is more of an interpersonal one. And again, that doesn't take away from the value of it, but I feel like at the end of the day, comparing the pain is unproductive. And the more, like meaningful conversation to have is how to kind of break down that power and that system in general.
Yes. So Choco, I totally understand what you're saying. I understand that and I agree with it. But the argument isn't that, hey, my struggle was worse than yours or your struggle wasn't as, the issue is the problem is still going on. It's being dismissed. It's not being solved. The systematic issue is still occurring, right? That's the problem. And people want to act like it's not a big deal or they want to find reasons of dismissing it. And I'm not saying that's you guys, but there are enough people out there to spread those ideas, and it's not being dealt with. It's still happening.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I've never witnessed or experienced much because like I come from a pretty good place where they kind of teach a lot of the time, like love one each other no matter what, and not like in the ironic way or the hypocritical way where they don't actually practice it. We do practice the love one another, to a degree at least. So I never really understood racism as a whole because I'm also kind of autistic. So.
Oh.
Me too, bro.
I struggle with the idea of hating someone for their skin.
Honestly, if you ask me, I think everybody has like a certain percentage of like tism. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you sound like my mother.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think everybody has a little bit of tism. Like,
yeah, like all of us, we're all autistic.
You mean being
everybody
unique?
in this server is autistic.
Like the only people we consider to be fully tism are people who like go above like a certain like threshold. But like I think everybody has like I'd say everybody on this planet is at least 1%. Like
everyone has one quality that could be considered autistic.
Exactly.
But that doesn't make them autistic.
Yeah.
It just makes them unique, bro.
This was a lot.
That one aircraft you really like for no reason. No, that's not tism. That's just like you just like something.
Noah, you are unique. Thank you.
Also, oh my god, I just noticed item pop in a game that I've been tracking for a while.
He really just turned the whole topic about tisms, and then what? Okay.
But do you? Oh my god! I didn't even see the topic. Whoops! I thought we were still talking about the other one.
Well,
oh, that's why it changed. Yeah, for sure. Can we like talk about like abortion or something?
Oh. Okay.
Who's pro-life in the chat? Who's pro?